What some are calling culture wars in the classroom have made their way into Pennsylvania. With more states introducing so-called parental rights or don't say gay legislation, some education advocates are students. They say students are being used, let's say, as political pawns.
Erie News Now state capitol correspondent Brendan Scanlon breaks down both sides of the debate this evening from Harrisburg.
A recent Ipsos poll shows 74% of parents feel that politicians are using kids in school as political pawns.
The book banning bills, don't say gay bills, but these are being driven by a very small number of very extreme people.
Susan Spica with Education Voters of PA says legislative proposals to prohibit sex ed or remove certain books from schools does not reflect the views of the majority of Pennsylvania parents.
I think a lot of this is just being driven by political forces that have nothing to do with our actual local school districts.
Spica says parents have the rights to be involved in their child's academics and should feel included. However, it's a matter she believes should stay between the parent and the school.
I don't think that inclusion comes from having people in Harrisburg gin up their base with a bunch of unfounded claims about what's happening in our schools.
Some Republican lawmakers disagree.
And what we're finding across the state is that there is a real problem in the classroom.
State Representative Barb Gleim served on the school board of the Cumberland Valley School District for 8 years. She says parents want and deserve transparency.
And we want the instruction to be age appropriate. And I don't think that that's such a bad thing to ask.
Gleim believes most parents are satisfied with their child's classroom experience, but says legislative action is still warranted.
We do have a few teachers out there that are using their, position to become activists of certain, in public interests or special interests.
Representative Gleim is the co-sponsor of House Bill 2813, known by proponents as the Parental Bill of Rights. The bill would prevent schools from teaching about sexual orientation or gender identity before 6th grade and would also require classroom instruction to be age appropriate. The bill was referred to the House Education Committee last month, where it still awaits consideration. Reporting in Harrisburg for Erie News Now, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Back to you.